beat that make you say.
What is going on? Hi, I muted my mic instantly. What's going on, everybody? My name is ShawneeHugh99, and it is Friday, April 3rd, 2026. And that means one thing and one thing only. It's week 3, season 10, LiveWire. And I see EK, I see Jesse Jen, I see Nash all in the streams already. Hope you guys are having yourselves a great Friday. What a week 3 it was. There was a ton of great action. We laughed too hard over it on Wednesday, had some good times, but you know what? The action on the ice was even better than the stupid mumbling that we were doing all around. And we're going to go over all of that this week, and we're also going to go over half the league getting traded for half the league. So it's going to be an entirely new look for a lot of teams going into week 4. We're halfway to the end of the trade deadline. Trade deadline, end of week 6. We're at the end of week 3. Teams are going to be taking a lot of the opportunities over the next 3 weeks to finalize their rosters and get themselves set. Remember, 20 teams, 10 in each conference, 8 teams in each conference makes the playoffs. So it's going to be a dogfight until the end of the season. Luckily, I got this beautiful man here with me to talk over everything that was week 3. It's Mr. Mikey Diesel. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, not only am I going to talk over everything this week, I'm probably going to talk over you about 12 times during the stream, but I'm feeling good, man. I got work tomorrow. I'm going to pretend that I don't have work tomorrow and treat this like a normal Friday. So let's get after it, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, man, it is going to be good times. Week 3 was absolutely crazy. How'd your Mega Flowers do this week?
Not so great. 4-1. Yeah, not the best week. Again, we had kind of shuffled lines. We had Tough Avail with hey, shout out to Tropical Chell, man. He just had his first child, or is still in the process of having his first child. We haven't really heard from him since he went into the hospital for this. So shout out to him, man. Hope everything's going well, and early congrats on the the baby, I believe.
That is awesome. Love to hear it. Congrats to that, man. And hey, shout out to the league and everybody stepping up. Anytime something happens to somebody in this league and the whole league steps up and shows out for somebody, it just it melts my heart. Mikey, why don't you give us an update on the wheel spin there?
You know what? That'd be a great time because I meant to look at that all day today. So yeah, just for anyone who's unaware, one of our dearest friends here, Squad Lem, has recently got a cancer diagnosis in his testicle and went up to his lymph nodes. As a matter of fact, he just got out of surgery. I believe it was early this morning, and he says he's doing great. He's in a lot of pain, but he's feeling good. He's starting his road to recovery, and man, he sent us a pretty funny video, man. I've never seen someone more excited to drink water in a bottle with a straw. Sean, if you haven't seen that, I got to send that to you.
No, I got to see this.
But yeah, but back to the important part. Squad had surgery today. He had his testicle removed. Like I said, he's in good spirits. And he's going to be out for a while he's fighting this battle. And the bills are going to be piling up and everything like that. So we're doing a fundraiser for him. It's $10 an entry, and the grand prize winner will be randomly drawn off the Wheel of Names a week from today. Next Friday is going to be on LiveWire. There's a $100 swag pack for the grand prize winner. Doughboy previously won a jersey off the wheel spin. He donated that back to the cause. And that's the runner-up prize. And Mobski also donated a $25 McDonald's gift card for a third place winner. So you have 3 shots to win. I'm gonna take a quick peek right now and just see how many entrants we have. I know we were around 65 last time, so I haven't looked in a while. But let's see. And you can find this in the sign-up links thing. And yeah, okay, we got it. All right, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Sean, if you want to stall while I do some counting.
Absolutely. Hey, so anyway, kind of got this thing on my foot. I don't know if it's a boil or a lump or what it is, but anyway.
Talk about KXK and new stuff going on the shop.
KXKshop.com. Use code VV15 for 15% off your order. Season 10 jerseys and items are going to be going on sale very soon. They may already be, and I'm a terrible person for not
They're on
knowing.
today.
They're on today.
As of today. The jerseys are live.
Let me just make sure. KXKshop.com/VVHL. Hold on.
6.
Hold on.
65 entrants, I believe, if I counted correctly. So that's $650 raised for squad so far. You got 7 days left. It's in the news update. It's in the sign-up links, I believe. No, it's not in the sign-up links. I will put that in the sign-up links tonight. Yeah, we got 7 days. Let's help our boy Squad out while he's on that road to recovery, and he's not going to be able to work. So, like I said, those bills are going to pile up. So we're just trying to do a little bit to help him out, and yeah, hopefully we can take care of our boy here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out Squad. And, you know, what he does is very admirable as a choice for work. And then, you know, to come down with this, we do what we can for the man. So shout out to Squad. Also, there's the link to the KXK. It's actually VVH. We got to work on getting that URL fixed. They just put VVH instead of VVHL in the URL. But go and get yourself some VVHL Season 10 swag. And I think there's a few winners that are going to be stepping up right away here, right, Mike, to get their
Oh, yeah, so
prize?
that's the other thing. Thank you. Yeah, so there was, towards the end of Season 9, we had done a handful of giveaways. Those people that won had the option to take, like, a current jersey or wait for the next season. A couple of folks were undrafted or down in the ECU showcase. Guys like South LA Gaming, Sticky or Penny got one. We got one for Frenchie. Jano won one. So some of those people have been taken care of. Once this hit the shop today, Snickers, like all you guys are getting your stuff. Some of you have reached out. I will be taking care of those orders first thing tomorrow morning. So I may check in with people just to confirm everything they're going to get. And yeah, it'll be taken care of. And once that canoe makes it over from China, because it's like 4 weeks, but it's worth the wait, man. They're super quality. KXK couldn't be a better partner. And they're offering even more stuff. So if you have a sports team, baseball team, basketball team, your own men's hockey team, you can actually get a deal through the VVHL if your team needs jerseys and stuff, non-league involved as well. So reach out to probably Dan. He's got the most info on that, but the KXK's just come through in spades for us, and it's super proud to have that little wrinkle to the league where you can get some cool shit for the season.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And I'm pretty sure it's public knowledge now, but Dan, it's been such a good back and forth with KXK that they brought us on to sign an exclusivity agreement. So we are now solely with KXK for our, not that we were going anywhere else, but you know what? Thanks to your support and the stuff that you bought, they went back to us and said, we want you, we're keeping you, you're not going anywhere. And we said, thank you very much. That makes us feel very, very good. So that's how we keep the prices down as much as we can. We don't get any sort of, we do get a little bit of a rebate back from them, but that is just like every red penny that we get from the stream, where that goes right back into the league. So, hey, week 3 was an absolute fight through and through. Let's take a look at the scores.
Hey, Sean. Very quickly, before you go to the scores, I just want to say one more thing before I forget. As well as the Squad Lem thing, we still got the Hall of Fame voting going on as well. That's over in League Polls and the community page. Take a look at that too, because that's going to be closing at the trade deadline. And yeah, I just wanted to get that out before we moved on.
Perfect. Now I wonder if I can do. Trying to see if there's a better way to read these off.
Bambi 91 leading the charge here. By the way, I have MLB on in the background, and all I hear is like some of the coolest songs, and I keep thinking it's part of the stream. I'm like, man, where'd you get the soundtrack from?
Yeah, we spent a lot of money to get some music on here. I've been looking into that a couple of times. And it
music rights?
Yeah. Oh, we got Showstopper coming in. I missed this completely with a bunch of biddies. We appreciate you, Showstopper. All right, let's do it.
Oh, shit, okay.
As always, every red penny that the VVHL sees goes directly back into the league. So any sort of money that may come into our possession, whether it be through donations, bits, subscriptions, anything like that, please know that everything gets redirected directly back into the league to pay for the graphics, the website, everything that we do. So we appreciate the heck out of you, Scub. Thank you so much. Boom, boom,
you're the man.
boom, 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 swole, baby. All right, I'm going to try and read this off of the site to see if this works a little better. Just because it is a little hard to see everything here. Looking at our 9-15 games from Tuesday. And these are not going to be in order top to bottom. But the Revolution taking down losing to the Polar Titans 9-2. The Back Alley Brawlers and the Iron Waltz 11-5. Iron Waltz take that one. That's a big win for them. The Big Dogs over the Knights in regulation 7-6. The Egg Farmers take down the Brick City Bruisers 10-3. The South Beach Snipers take down one of the league's best in the Money Shots 7-2. Snipers being one of the league best themselves. The Smoke Eaters 6-2 over the Raptors. That was a super fun game. Shout out to Sad Boy and that there made me feel real bad on a couple of those saves. That's for sure. The Angry Birds and the Dreadhounds 10-3 for the Angry Birds there. Degenerates 8-3 over the Ambu Crusaders. Wow, big win for the Degenerates there. Mega Flowers 8-5 over the Soul Reapers, and the Crease Police and the Invasion go to overtime. Crease Police, I believe that was the game the Crease Police were down late, like 4-0, and just what a comeback by them. That might have been Wednesday now that I think about it, because that was a different game. But 6-5. Crease Police over the Invasion. I'm just trying to pick out a game or two here. Mikey, the Knights had themselves a good week, but the Big Dogs took them down 7-6 in regulation. How are those Big Dogs rolling so far?
Up and down. I expected them to be a powerhouse, and they're playing way too many close games for what I expected out of them coming out of the draft, if I'm being completely honest. I know Big E's tweaked his roster a little bit. I think a little more tinkering and finding that right chemistry is gonna like kind of strap the rocket to them. But he's just gonna find that mix. I think he's missing one small component just lineup wise, and once he finds that, he's gonna be off and running.
Off and running indeed. Your Mega Flowers 8-5 over the Soul Reapers there too. That's a big win for you guys.
Yeah, that was a huge start to the week, and I don't think they played any other games after that. I know I don't remember any games that I played. That was the bright spot right there, ladies and gentlemen. The bright spot.
What did I do? What did I do?
No, it's all good. It was just again, like there's a couple lines that we really anticipate having together, and it hasn't come for work and availability and just life, and so every time we kind of throw it together a little bit, or we just made trades as well, so just got to find that right chemistry and just same thing as what I said about the big dogs. It's just trying to kind of piece it all together and find the right pieces to go together, and it's still a work in progress, but thankfully it's going to be a race till the end as far as the playoffs go, so we get time to figure it out, I feel.
Oh yeah, we're not even. Next week's the halfway point of the season. I think that's when the things start to tighten up a little bit for teams.
Absolutely, and like you said, though, 16 teams out of 20 are making the playoffs, so it just gives everyone. It's going to mean that much more for the trade deadline show, the week or two coming out of that. I mean, that last night of hockey should be pretty intense. I'm sure there's going to be a couple teams hanging in the balance, so it's going to be a wild race to the end.
Yes, sir, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Looking at the 9:45 time slot and all the games that happened here, the Raptors fall to the Revolution 4-3 in regulation. Brawlers 8-2 over the Knights. Knights 1-1 so far on the night there. Don't look now. Degenerates go 2-0 to start their week. 10-3, that new look Degenerates squad. We'll talk about that right away. We'll talk about that soon. Big Dogs fall to the Iron Waltz 9-5. Money Shots rebound and going 6-4 over the Soul Reapers. Soul Reapers with a rare 0-2 start to their week. Polar Titans. My goodness, what an absolute... Oh, yeah, that's right. That was the game against us. Biz made me feel bad. Biz made me feel real bad. Shout out to those Polar Titans. They have made some moves, and they are paying off. The Invasion going 6-4 over the Brick City Bruisers. 0-2 for the Bruisers. Let's see how that works out for them there. Dreadhounds falling 9-5 to the Ambu Crusaders. Ambu rebounding after a Game 1 loss. Crease Police going 2-0. But a regulation win this time, 6-4 over the Egg Farmers. That was on stream. That was a hell of a game. That was super fun, back and forth. And the South Beach Snipers going 2-0 on the week so far, 7-4 over the Mega Flowers. Mikey, I won't make you talk about that one, but the Degenerates 2-0 to start the week. And if I recall correctly, because Luigi sent me a message on this one, the very first mercy for the Degenerates in their favor.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. And that's a team that just made like it was last week that they made that really big move, right? Trading Kraut.
Mm-hmm.
So, look at that. They start out 2-0 out the gate on Tuesday night with the new look Degenerates line out there. So, they got a lot of heat for that trade, but it looked like it was paying off for them. And secondly, man, that Crease Police Egg Farmers game, if I wasn't watching our stream, that would have been the game for me to watch in that time slot for sure. Those dudes are all friends with each other. They all know how each other play.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been a fun one to watch. I'm looking forward to a potential matchup of that too down the line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dunk and Aquino and Nate Farms and Rifle Drum all putting together two really, really good teams. Those might have changed after that. We've got a bunch of trades to talk about after we go over everything. Going on to the Game 3 matchup, and these Knights hurt our feelings so bad. This was such a good, fun game back and forth. Shout out to those VVHL Knights. They had themselves a great week, I believe. I think I even had DBC in my DMs going, you got to give the Knights some love this week. And you know what? Hold on. Let me find what he said, because it's worth mentioning. Need some love for the Knights this week. One of our Lions got our first regular season game lost. They're 7-1-1 now. So those Knights have been rolling for their line. Beautiful. Only lost to the Money Shots top line. Big game for them. Degenerates, guess what? There they go, 3-0 on the night. 8-7 over the Back Alley Brawlers. Soul Reapers falling to the Egg Farmers, 11-4. Egg Farmers coming out of that game against the Crease Police. Got their revenge against another team, taking home the big win there. Revolution, 8-6 over the Iron Waltz. The Angry Birds falling to the Crease Police, 7-0. Crease Police just keep rolling. Raptors, 7-5 over the Money Shots. 8-6. Big Dogs taking down the Dreadhounds. The Ambu Crusaders, 7-2 over the Brick City Bruisers. South Beach Snipers, Mercy and the Invasion, 11-2. And the Polar Titans, Mercy and the Mega Flowers. Sorry, Mike, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
What are you seeing in the 10-15 time slot?
Revolution and Raptors. Raptors were on such a roll. Revolution were kind of stumbling a little bit. And to beat the Raptors 4-3 in a one-goal game that tight against that team and what they've been doing is something pretty special. And big ups to Squad and Aviator for that. And there was one other game that stuck out to me. I'm just looking at the graphic there. It was Portage and Soul Reapers. That Portage team, man. Shout out to Jesse for the job he's doing. He's making an incredible run at Comeback Player of the Year, as well as Comeback Player of the Season and potentially Manager of the Season as well. He's doing a fine ass job over there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Really excited to see what those guys are going to do over a full season. Nice to see some of the new rules that we put into effect kind of help teams like elevate them as they should, get that proper footing under them. But then you look at the Crease Police and you're like, man, these guys just traded themselves back into like a powerhouse again. So, man, it is going to be a heck of a season. That is for sure. Let's switch over to April Fool's Day. But we ain't joking around on this one. That graphic changed, right? Did it change? It didn't change. Hold on. There we go. Wednesday, 9:15. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. I just wanted to prove I could do that. Let's go. Still got it. All right. Starting
1, 2,
out.
3, 4, 5.
11, 12. Portage Money Shot starting their Wednesday with a big win. And I just went one too many over. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10.
Sorry.
No, I clicked on the wrong thing. Portage Money Shots, Mercy and the Polar Titans to start off their Wednesday. Big win for the Money Shots. Raptors, 9-2 over the Mega Flowers. I won't say anything, Mikey. I'm sorry that happened to you. Soul Reapers, 4-3 over the Invasion. Oh, hey, also shout out Jaybird, because sometimes the system doesn't detect overtime games properly, especially when it's like a restart. And he came back and said, hey, the system got it wrong. It was that the game wasn't right. Anyway, he brought it up that the game was wrong, and we fixed it. So if you see a change for, I think it was Brick City versus the Angry Birds, that's because it didn't detect it as an overtime game to start. As always, every red penny. No, Soul Reapers taking down the Invasion 4-3. Dreadhounds 4-3 over the Back Alley Brawlers. Knights keep on rolling, 8-1 over the Revolution. South Beach Snipers, I think that's 4-0 on the week for them, 9-6 over the Egg Farmers. Crease Police, 6-5 over the Ambu Crusaders in overtime. The Degenerates, first loss of the week there, 8-4 for the Big Dogs. Big Dogs taking a big W there. Angry Birds, 8-7 over the Brick City Bruisers. That was a super fun game. We had that on stream. That was back and forth. And the Smoke Eaters falling to the Iron Waltz, 7-6 in overtime. And I just got to give those Smoke Eaters some love on that Wednesday line, because we only got one win on a Tuesday. They got us the point equivalent of 2 wins on Wednesday. So they really did a good job. But Mikey, 9:45 time slot on, or 9:15 time slot on Wednesday. What are we seeing?
So I'm seeing 10 games. 50% of them were a 1-goal game. And that's exactly what we wanted here. We want that competition level. And that's perfect. I mean, those are low-scoring games, 4-3, 6-5. And we had 2 4-3 games. I mean, goddamn. It's so fun to see. It's so fun to see. And, like, you look at, like, a team like us, like, we got mercied. But, you know, I think the next game we played was, like, 4-3 or something like that. So it's like, It is. It's anyone's game. Anytime you're on the ice, it's great, and that's all we want here, man. And it's cool to see.
Yes, sir. It's been a great season so far. Moving on to the 9:45 time slot. Polar Titans falling down to the Invasion 9-4. Big win for the Invasion there. I know they had a tough Tuesday. I think they had a tough start this week, but they rebound hard here. 9-4. Scheif, Freddie, and JG rocking that line together. Knights over the Mega Flowers 3-2. Crazy game there. Well, I'm going to ask you about that one after, Mike. But first, Soul Reapers taking down Creasebully's getting a rare regulation loss here, 4-3. Soul Reapers taking them down. Money Shots keep on rolling, 10-3 over the Iron Waltz. Raptors falling to the Egg Farmers, 6-5. And Boo taking down the Big Dogs, 10-7. That was a fun one. Back and forth game there. Biggie called it out, said it should be on stream. It was worth it. 100%. Dreadhounds, 8-5 over the Revolution. Back Alley Brawlers and the Angry Birds go to overtime. We had this one on stream. This was a really fun one to watch. Back Alley Brawlers taking it in overtime, 8-7. Snipers just keep on rolling, 6-5 over Brick City in regulation. The Degenerates fall 7-6 to the Smoke Eaters. And the big, and that ends off, yeah, that's just the next time slot. So Mikey, 3-2 Mega Flowers and the Knights. What kind of game are we talking about there?
Before I get to that, again, just point proven, man. Again, 6 out of those 10 games, 1-goal games.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we were one of them. And like I said the game before, we got mercied 9-2 and came back in this dogfight against the Knights, and DBC love him to death. A lot of people were scratching their heads with what him and Ovi did before the draft, trading out of the spot that they were given to the Big Dogs. But they're playing very good hockey. They're playing tight team hockey. They jumped out to a 3-0 lead against us. And this is the second game after we lost two in a row on Tuesday night. Got mercied in our first game, so we were kind of in our feels a little bit. And yeah, man, like end of the second, down 3-0, and they're just kind of chilling in their zone with the puck for the last 8 seconds, and we were all like, all right. And yeah, they, came back in our zone, passing behind the net, pass back behind the net, go out in the neutral zone, come back in, and we were just, our frustrations were mounting, and we were like, man, enough's enough. Like, we can't let, and Sticky or Penny was playing for him. It was his first game against us since the trade. So we were like, we can't let Sticky get a shutty against us, guys. We got to lock in and get something going here. And we scored a goal, make it 3-1. And then we came marching down the ice. I said, hey, we got one last rush in us. Let's try and salvage this thing. And we did. We dropped another goal in, and with 0.01 on the clock, all of a sudden the game goes to black, and we're in a timeout. And it's when your tensions are building as a team, you're not doing so hot in the standings. You're kind of on a losing streak. That can set you off. And I think we handled it well. It was an accidental thing, which DBC apologized for, and I appreciated it. But yeah, like I looked in the general chat and I saw everyone on the team typing that was in that game, and I was like, guys, not in Gen Chat, please. And shout out to them, man. Hat tip to those boys, because they were like, you know what? That's a good call. I'm like, thanks, because we were going to that place, and we don't want anyone going to that place in the chats, especially when you're the commissioner's team. So we handled it behind closed doors, and just shout out to the boys for keeping their cool and not taking things to Gen Chat. And that's another thing. It's just, that's how things need to be here. And yeah, DBC owned it. He's a good dude, and Ovi's all right, I suppose.
Yeah, no, I think it's never good to let a moment of frustration cloud over what's going to be a great season. It's just never worth it. And I don't get to check Gen Chat a lot, especially when streaming. So after we kind of had a little bit of business going on last week, where kind of things were getting spicy to the point where we're like, yeah, there probably has to be a reset here. I looked in it this week, and all it was just GG's, great game, all of that stuff. There's a little couple thumb jabs in there, but you look into it a little bit, it's just kind of buddies having a little bit of a laugh at each other, and it was great to see. So
that's one of my toughest things, man. I always think about it too, because like, like I'm always quick to act. Not just me. You are. I am. Dan is. Caustic. Like anyone that's ever been an admin. Like we jump quick. Slab, I'll tell you. I DM'd him. I profusely apologized to him. I owned it. But we do. We jump quick if we sense something's going on, because it's easier for us to apologize. Say, hey man, we're just trying to keep this place clean. We'll invite you back in. Like good to go. Whatever. But then I think about it sometimes, and like you said, like you look into like a little thumb jab that's like a little like funny thing that both people are in on. I'm like, there's so many inside jokes with so many people here. If like the wrong person read into any of those things, it'd be like, what is with this guy? But
Yeah.
it's all love, and yeah.
We tell each other that we're gonna stab each other with pointed sticks all the time. It's just a thing. We're like, all right, I guess that's allowed now. Hey, let's get through these scores here quick. We got the Angry Birds falling to the Big Dogs 8-1. Angry Birds rebounded strong after that one loss there. Money Shots going 3-0 on the night, 11-4 over the Knights. We're going to look at some goalie stats. I think Jesse is kind of turning into a goalie, and a good one. And I think that's bad news for the rest of the league. Raptors falling to the Invasion 5-4. That was an amazing game. Crusaders 6-3, taking down the Back Alley Brawlers. Excuse me. The Degenerates taking down the Revolution 8-1. Crease Police end their night strong 6-3 over the South Beach Snipers. Not a lot of times do you find the Snipers
that's a potential finals matchup right there.
That is very much. Polar Titans finished strong 10-7 over the Egg Farmers. Soul Reapers 10-3 over Brick City. Smoke Eaters 5-4 in overtime over the Dreadhounds. And the Mega Flowers fall to the Iron Walls 10-9. And Mike, I hate to keep harping on one team, but tell me about that overtime game.
Dude, a thrilling game. I'm pretty sure they went up 4-0 on us. If I can remember correctly, I don't know. I was all over the place, but it was just a dogfight. 3-4 to 4-0, 4-3, 4-4, 5-4, 5-5, 6. We just kept trading goals all game long, and it was fast and fury. We'd go down and score, they'd come right down the other end and score. We'd go down and score, they'd come down and score, and it was funny. Sticky, like I see everyone in the chats like GGing each other. Sticky or Penny hopped in our chat. He's like, "Hey boys, GG's." I'm like, "Guy, we're in a dogfight right now." He's like, "Oh, what period?" Like we didn't even start the third yet. It was like 6-6, and like, yeah, it was wild, man. And I think like halfway through overtime, they got one in on us, and they won the game 10-9. It was a really fun game to be a part of. It sucks losing, but good Lord, like I'll take a game like that any day of the week over a mercy finish for like without a doubt. It was just so great, and Iron Waltz were fantastic in that game.
Shout out to the Waltz. Degenerates finished strong. Crease Police finished strong. Titans, Soul Reapers, Smoke Eaters getting one in overtime over the Dreadhounds. That was a back and forth one. My goodness. And the Big Dogs finishing strong there. 8-1 over the Angry Birds. Let's take a look at some of our points leaders after week 3.
What is Jesse saying? He's trying to get a hold of you in the chat here. While he's doing that, by the way, whoa, my God, Doughboy. Damn it. 5 subs coming in from Doughboy.
Oh, my goodness. Let's go. Thank you, Doughboy. Appreciate the heck out of you. Jesse, which stats are wrong?
He's saying stats are wrong here.
Like on the website? On the slides? On the what?
I didn't play goalie this week. Only had 3 games at goalie.
Hold on. Let me look.
Guess what, Jesse? You just volunteered to go back to the way we used to do it. With a pen and paper, pal.
That's right.
Private game soon. Doughboy knows what's up. We'll draft lobby after this.
Oh,
sure.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, you know what's funny though? While you're looking that up, after these games, I woke up to a message from Mobsky, and he goes, "I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of trades this week coming up." And truer words could have never been spoken, as a little bit of foreshadowing to tonight, to the rest of the screens that we're going to be popping up. But no truer words could have been spoken.
So, Jesse, you only have 3 games in net?
That's what he says, yeah.
Oh. Well, that's on the website then. At least that's on the website, and I didn't do it. But I've got a ticket open with him. Yeah, as long as I'm sure the guy will get around to it soon. All right, let me go.
All right, let's get back to this, Jesse. We're sorry. We're trying our best here, man.
Yeah.
We're trying our best.
The guy did a big update to the website, and he's been awesome at responding, so I'm sure he's going to get back to us soon.
Oh, wow. We just got a new Yelp review for our Twitch live stream, and it's from Jen.
From JGen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most bullshittiest bullshit that's ever bullshitted. Jesse, how could you?
No, we love you, Jesse. We appreciate you. That's good on you for making sure you're not taking flowers from someone else, man. We appreciate you, of course.
Oh, and also we rely on so many times. We rely on the owners and the players to report point discrepancies to us because we're kind of at the mercy of the system. We assume it's working until we find out that it's not in some capacity. So the more auditing, the better, and I love that. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, after every trade, I usually let the owners know that, like, I updated the salary cap info and all that stuff like that, and they've been great with that stuff, so I know the owners are paying attention, so please, yeah, if you see something, it's like the train station billboard says, see something, say something, boys. Let us know if there's something missing.
Mm-hmm. It's like Sean shouldn't have 3,000 goals in 9 games. They're like, we've investigated ourselves and found that nothing was wrong.
They're like, yeah, we read a vicious rumor online that he did not ingest any THC one night and bawled.
That's right. That's my favorite joke is your drug test came back and it's clean. Care to explain yourself?
Yeah.
Mikey, why do we have to be in the Surge division? Because it is
my
just
God.
a hellscape. The Crease Police and the Snipers kind of pulling away a bit at the top there. Crease Police with 43, South Beach with 41, Raptors and Egg Farmers tied with 33 apiece. Big Dogs not far behind them with 31. Then you got the Brawlers with 27. Shout out to the Brawlers. They've been making some good plays this past week. Smoke Eaters staying alive, 8-9-1 for them, 24 points. Iron Walt 7-10-1 for 20. Mega Flowers 8-10-2 for 19, and Brick City 6-12-0 for 17. Mikey, this division sucks, and I hate it here. Or 6-10-2. My apologies.
Dude, what are we like? We couldn't have done it in any more of a random manner.
Mm-hmm.
And good Lord, are we just in the pure punishment division? It's like, you know what this? You know what waking up on a Tuesday's like and a Wednesday's like? It's like the Simpsons episode where Sideshow Bob turns and steps on a rake and grumbles. Yeah. And then turns and steps on another rake and grumbles. Like, you're just constantly getting smacked in the face with another good hockey team in this division, and it's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to pass a bill to impeach myself for letting this happen. No one will let me because no one else wants to be commissioner at this time.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere. You can do a lot of things right now, and nobody's stepping up to that plate.
I can do a lot of things, and leaving is none of them.
And leaving is
leaving is not one of them.
Yeah. You got 99 problems, and most of them involve staying in the league.
Yeah, they involve living on Discord.
Jesse's stepping up.
Yeah, like
we might be able to boot you now.
Oh, perfect. But back to this division. What are you supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not playing the Crease Police or the Snipers? Oh, you get rest in peace, but not rest in peace. Jesus Christ. Good luck at work, DMB decks is what I meant. Jesus Christ. But yeah, unfortunately for the Raptors, they're losing decks for the season, but shout out Frenchie. I know he's going to do big things for them. But yeah, like, it's like, okay, yeah, I don't have to play Dunk Aquino, everyone there. Oh, I don't have to play Caustic, Zaner, his whole crew. And then you'd go to the Egg Farmers with their team, with Rifle Drum and Nate, and then you got the Raptors with what Sad Boy and Coronado were doing with Dex when he was there. The Brawlers, like, they kicked the snot out of us the other night. You guys kicked the snot out of us. Iron Waltz are feisty, man, and you'll see in a little bit. Dan's been busy on those trade lines. and I'm excited to talk about his team. And I can guarantee you, this is the last week you'll see his team at the bottom of these standings with the moves he made.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know what? It's still very close. Like, there's only 10 points separating the Brawlers from the Bruisers with so much time left. Like, there's no team that has just won one game or anything like that. Like, it has been great through and through. Switching over to the Crunch division and these Portage money shots, I mean, sitting there right at the top as they deserve to be. They've been playing absolutely fantastic. 36 points for them. And Boo, Mew and ISO keep doing their thing. 34 points for them. Knights had themselves a great week, and it shows in the standings. 28 points for them. Soul Reapers not far behind with 27. Polar Titans one behind with 26. One behind them, that's JG and the boys. The Invasion right there. The Degenerates with 24. Revolution with 20. Angry Birds with 16, and the Dreadhounds with 16 as well. It is going to be an absolute dogfight through and through. Crunch division doesn't get it any easier with all of these top tier names, and Portage money shots, Mike, leading the way.
Yeah, proof positive that if you get one guy that can potentially take over any game, they got that with Day Day. I'm pretty sure they tried to sign him to a three season contract. We didn't allow that, but I did allow him into their server before the draft started. I figured that's a fair thing to do, and I have a feeling he had a hand in drafting this team with Jesse. I feel like he collaborated with them, and what him and Jesse did like that is that's a lifetime contract. But yeah, what that three-headed monster did drafting that team did a tremendous job. And you look at the bottom, a team like the Dreadhounds, it's almost astonishing to see them in last place because Zafarius is so smart, so savvy. He has ways of figuring out who plays well with who. He's got Crave Dog, a former perennial Art Ross and MVP candidate. He's got his wife Karuna Cat, Killer Annette, and they're in last place in that division. You almost wonder if you swapped the bottom three teams from the Crunch division and flipped them with the bottom three teams on the Surge division, how those three teams would do on each side. Because I feel like they could compete with those other teams as well. And it's nuts. It's nuts.
Shout out to those Angry Birds as well. Shout out Infinite Madness for all the graphics as well. Again, man, that guy is just like clockwork. Got everything ready for the stream for us. Threw it up online. And Dan for all the trade graphics as well. And there was a lot.
Yeah, he's a busy boy today. My thumbs were hurting, so I can only imagine his.
You look at that Angry Birds team. You look at that lineup. I believe they made a couple trades this week too. We're going to go into that right away. But that's two teams, the Angry Birds and the Dreadhounds, that you're not going to see near the bottom. Or at least, you know what? If they stay in those spots for a while, they are going to be putting the fits into the teams ahead of them because they're going to be right there the whole time.
Yeah, especially when you have the Jaybirds of the league and the Infinite Madnesses of the league and the Zafariuses of the league.
Yeah. And, well, if it isn't Craving the Dog.
I'll never get over that.
Let's take a look at our stats this week, and you know what? Cross your fingers. Hopefully they're accurate, because I spent literally 4 hours yesterday swearing at ChatGPT, going, "Why are these names missing? What's going on? Who are you? How'd you get in my house?" All of those things, and eventually we got it right, I think. So Huntsy leading the pack with 77 points, huge for him. Dex, I'm sad that we're not going to be able to see him on this list for the whole season. Shout out to those Raptors. We're going to see some moves that they made. Hopefully they're feeling a little better today. But big old salute to Dex. And it just sucks that his work schedule changed like that. Boss Games still near the top. 67 for him. Man, oh man. Great to see him get the recognition that he deserves, going where he did in the draft. Smart move by the Crease Police there. And man,
yeah, he's been all over the draft. First round, last round, mid rounds. And all that guy does is produce. It's unbelievable. And he's so much fun in the locker room and in VCs when you're playing, super chill, man. Just he brings good vibes and he's an incredible player. Love to see him keep succeeding.
Absolutely. Faye's toxic as well. Anytime we stream the teams that he's on, we see his name running around the boards because he just scores goals. Day, no surprise there. Dude is absolutely nuts. Nash making a name for himself as a rookie. No surprise seeing his name up there. How snipers have Huntsy as well, right? Huntsy and Nash.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I was going to say that after you were done reading the names, but I thought Nash would have gone before Huntsy. Caustic took Huntsy first, and I said, oh my God. Okay. So I said, well, we're going to take Nash. And then we saw Tropical there, and I said, all right, we'll take Tropical and see if we can get him on the swing around. And and that's when Caustic took Nash. And I was like, I can't believe he just got both of them. And and look at him, 2 rookies. And Huntsy, man, he is making a strong case for that Rookie of the Season award.
Yes, sir. I think he was an Elite 1 heading into the season. So,
yeah he's deadly.
He's one of those guys where I looked up his name just in the EASHL site search and was like, oh yeah, okay, we're gonna be hearing this guy's name a lot. Thompson up there as well.
Yeah, he's just a super chill dude too, which is great. No ego there at all.
Who?
Huntsy.
Oh, Huntsy. Okay. Oh, that's great to hear.
Super chill, awesome. Play with anyone. Yeah, no ego, no nothing.
That is
great.
That is
great
the double whammy there. You know, some of these
like
guys
Nash.
can have
Nash does. I just know Nash is in the chat. That's
yeah, exactly. He's paying my assholes.
Yeah. there he is.
But yeah, Thompson up there. How in the world do I? No. Lost Venues 21. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Saying Money Shots first line on there. Toxic, Day, and Thompson. Yes, sir. They have been rocking out together. Then we've got Thought King with 59 and Crave Dog 2, VVHL royalty.
Yeah, good night,
right
Thought
there
King.
At the end. Good night, Thought King. Good night, Spoon. Good night, Fork. Good night, Thought King. Good night. Let's take a look at our goal leaders, and we got a 2-horse race on this one right now. It's Boss Games and White Castle, 47 goals apiece. Absolute insanity for these two guys, having such a great race 3 weeks into the season. Lots of guys behind them, though, that can catch up. Thompson, as we talked about before, Huntsy, Prime G-Funk's just a goal scorer right there. Crave Dog is always near the top of this list here. This is my most excited race, I think, for this season right here, is the goal scorer race, because, you know, there's a lot of guys on this list that can do it. Biggie Otis finding his spot where it should be on this top 10 list of goal scorers. And Hoagie right there as well. Shout out Hoagie. Really looking forward to week 4 with those smoke eaters.
Well, dude, and Biggie's doing that as a goalie. He's scoring a lot of goals as a goalie.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What?
No, he was supposed to be playing goalie this season, and he flipped the script, and now he's skating out again.
Yeah.
Hey, can I, before you go to the next slide, do you mind if I just brag for a second?
Go for it.
I hate talking about myself, but can you go back to the goal leaders? Yeah, you're there. 33 is the one on the bottom, right? I'm 5 away from that. I have never, ever been that close to a top 10 for goals ever. And I just want to thank the guys on my line, Mobski and Jacob Edits, because those boys feed me, and I just have to be in the right spot at the right time. And I've been eating with them, and I'm hoping to see my name on that top 10. It's pretty weird being on the bubble with with me there. So I was just wanted to take a dad moment and brag about myself. I'm here for. This is a vanity project at all levels.
I also don't mean to brag, but I drive a Dodge Stratus.
And it's got leather seats.
And South LA Gaming tied with 33 as well. Yep. For those, ChatGPT is the ultimate decider of who goes on the list and who doesn't.
Yeah, it's alphabetical.
Unless it was me there, South. In which case, then you know what?
I like how South had to come in from the top rope and be like, yeah, that's cute that you're 5 away, Diesel, but you're 5 away from me, so it's time for my flowers, please, thanks.
And the South LA Gaming for South LA Gaming goes to South LA Gaming.
Another award, another jersey winner. So DM me, South. We get a jersey we got to take care of you with tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, we got Day Day from the back end. 47 assists for him. He's leading the charge. Oh, it's King of McClock. 44 for him. Good to see him on the list. J-Men Fish with 41. Bulky Microbe. Put him back in net already. Come on. You can't be good at both. 38 for him, tied with Huntsy. Bus driving. Chat GPT did it again.
God damn it.
Oh, my goodness.
Not again.
Yuck. Full apologies to Bus Driving, who is a real person and not a Chat GPT fictitious person like I called him out to be last time.
Bullshit, he's a hologram like Tupac at Coachella.
Yeah, he's got 37 assists on the season, and I'm very proud of him. FaZe Toxic on another list here, 36 for him. Nate Farms, shout out Nate Farms with 33, tied with Parks TTV and Marky Mark. There's no way Marky Mark is on a top 10 list. This Chat GPT did it again. Why is this happening?
I can't wait till I don't score another goal and then I Chat GPT I find a way to destroy the algorithm so it shows me with like you're like, oh yeah, this guy's got 98, this guy's got 89. Mikey Diesel was 17? What?
Yeah. 1,432. What?
Yeah.
Marky Mark saying you shut your mouth shut. One sad boy saying Raptors are here. We're gonna be talking.
I'm surprised I didn't get a
right
DM for calling them the Dino Nuggets in the news post when I talked about this trade. I snuck that in and I think it just slipped right through because there were so many trades. And my kids were eating Dino Nuggets at the time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Zefarius still leading the hit charge here. 126 for him. You know what? If they ain't winning, at least Zefarius is putting people on their ass. Slur in second place, 114 for him. There's G-Wits. Remember last week when we said how come G-Wits isn't on the hit list, and you said that's probably my fault because I told him not to. Yeah, he's there. Actually, no, wait. He was supposed to be there last week. It was the AP or the Chat GPT
yeah.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, how you doing? Parks TTV with 105, Showstopper with 104, Mayors with 103, tied with Jaybird. Scuba Gaming with 102. He's a goalie no more. He's a hit-in machine. Mikey Primetime with 98 and White Castle with 96. Shout out our hit leaders so far. Zefarius leading the charge. Interceptions-wise, these elite goal scorer guys that are just so good on the other side of the puck are so frustrating. Huntsy with 26, leading the charge with points and with interceptions. Excuse me, Torture with 25, tied with Mousey. Shife with 22, tied with Crave Dog, Eda Snickers, and Wax Poetic. Off the Wire Arcade with 21, tied with Aviator and Disaster. Our interception leaders after week 3 of season 10. Sticking on the defensive side of things, our takeaway leaders. Look at this guy, Biggie Otis. He's in first place with 78. Bulky Microbe in second with 70. Thought King with 66. White Castle with 64. Wax and Octo Daddy. My 2 defensive drafts last season, 62 points apiece, or 62 takeaways for those beauties. 8A with 61, Kingham with 59, Zefarius with 56, and Disaster with 55. Mikey, let's take a look at the goalie side of things. And if you don't see your name here and you're a goalie, we do have a minimum games that we do put out there. And it's normally half the games that you could have played. So week 3, you would have normally been scheduled 9 games. Half of that is 4.5, round down to 4, minimum 4 games for anybody to make these lists right now. Easy Dunk leading the charge, though. He's got an 817. Grimmeister, rookie, right? Right?
Yeah, Grimmeister. Grimmeister.
Yeah. He's a rookie. 814 for him. It's just nuts numbers. 4 guys with over 800.
Really
Aquino back there at the top. 812 for him. B-Mac with an 800. Bert with a 791. Gritty, shout out Gritty with a 775. Coronado, shout out Coronado, 7076. Stickier Penny with a 761. A-Jack Attack with a 759. And one sad boy with a 758. Yeah. Still in that top 10 list.
Yeah, just a who's who of goalies in our league.
Now, if Jesse Jen hasn't actually played 6 games and only played 6 games in net, or only played 3 games in net, then disregard this. But according to the website, he's played 6 games in net with a 2.0 GAA. So maybe we just say yeah for now. I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah,
whatever. Wrong. I'll put a transparency post up.
There we go.
Suspended 2 weeks.
I
You can appeal. It's fine. I'll call it a favor.
I've been cooking the books so that I'm 21st overall in points.
Jesse says his should be 3.00.
It should be 3.
That's okay. So he'd still be at the top.
Well, then he'd only have 3 games played and he wouldn't be on the list because it's minimum 4 games.
Oh, right.
Oh, I muted my mic. Yeah, I muted my mic halfway through. I accidentally hit the button. Grimmeister with a 350. B-Mac with a 375. Bert with a 380. Easy Dunk with a 389. Gritty with a 4, tied with Coronado. Ajax with a 433. And Highborn with a 475. Shouldn't my min games be 9? No, because we do want people that might play half goalie and half out to have a chance. So they have to have some decent numbers in net, and that's kind of the calculation right now. Especially as the season goes on, if people aren't meeting that quota, yeah, it's a whole thing. But yeah, Jesse Jen, I guess, is on there in error, and I apologize. I apologize profusely. Because the actual person in that spot should be, wait a minute.
Oh my God, me? I haven't even played any games in that yet. Nice.
Oh man, this got tricky. Gritty, Ajax, attack. Fuck it. Sad boy with a 508. There we go.
Yay! Fuck it is right.
I want to play some hockey. It's been a long day. We got 47 trades to go through. I'm starting to sober up. What's happening? What I'm trying to say is everything is fine. Before we get into the trades that happened this week, though, I do have to give a big shout out to these boys again from yesterday. If you didn't get a chance, we're going to get this week's episode up tomorrow as soon as possible.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. That's the old. Hold on. I changed this because
I can't wait for this to go on Spotify, though.
It's not just Aquino and Kraut. These guys worked so well together that it is VVHL After Hours every Thursday at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time with Aquino, Minglewood, and Kraut. Shout out to those 3. Absolutely great conversations again this past week. Doing great, talking everything VV, as well as just like the state of the game and things like that. So you love to see it. You love to hear it. Shout out to those boys. And you know what? BA on there yesterday, man, just fit in like a glove. That was such a great conversation to listen to. Those guys bounced off each other so great. Shout out to all those boys.
Dude, I love listening to it. It's funny because like when I listen, I purposely don't listen to it on Thursday nights live because I need stuff to listen to in my truck on my 90-minute commute to and from work. But I always find myself responding to it in the general chat, and I wish I could comment as I'm listening. But it's always so funny, man. I love just reliving it through the chat with the guys, and just like the little jokes and stuff they say in there. They do such a killer job. It's so much fun. And yeah, man, I love it. And make sure you subscribe to them and follow, and it's super cool, man.
Yes, sir. Always a good listen. They do a really good job. They put you can tell that they put work into it there. So big shout out to those boys. All right, Mikey, let's say we just go over the trades and then we just call it a night there. We can go have fun. Don't worry. We started now. By about midnight, we should be done. I think it'll be, it won't be that bad. You can watch SmackDown. All right. Now, I hope I've got all of these here. I believe I do. But we are starting things off, and you were talking about this. Wait. Yeah, this was number 1. This was number 1 on the list. Disaster.
Yeah, sad boy. Anything that I didn't approve isn't going to be talked about.
Yeah, we did have one trade too that also got the floor hit. So you guys aren't probably talking about that one.
Yeah, there's like some mega trade that just happened. So breaking news, there's a mega trade in the trade request channel. I couldn't check it during the stream, so we're gonna look into that tomorrow. But there's even more trades on the horizon, so it's already getting wild. But please, my apologies. Go right ahead here.
What in the Christ? That's
Oh,
some
did
moves.
you look?
Yeah, I'm just trying to read it all. That's fine. You know what? We got enough trades.
Yeah, it's a
to go
lot.
through
Well-
today. We'll be talking about it on Tuesday. Don't you worry about it.
Right.
But starting things off, Disaster going to the Brick City Bruisers. Harkey going the other way. I don't know much about Harkey. I do know Disaster's a real great player, so I know Dan had his eye on him for a bit. Anything to say about the trade, Mike?
Yeah, Harkey's a rookie. He's doing some good things. I was I don't know I hope this isn't considered tampering because he's already been moved, but I was in discussions about getting Harkey and another player as well because I was told they were kind of a package deal, and then I believe both players that were in that discussion ended up going to separate teams, and we're gonna discuss that in a little bit. But yeah, Harkey was one half of a duo I was working to acquire with Dan, and this is the first of many coming for Backblast Dan and Brick Body Buck Neeson with the Brick City Bruisers. So they're making some big bopper booming trades here. I don't know.
Big Brick Body Buck Neeson. Oh my goodness.
Like a pro wrestler.
The scariest 4Bs in all of wrestling.
Yeah. I'm Backblast Dan, and I'm B. Brian Blair. Wait, what are you doing here, B. Brian Blair from the Killer Bees?
Jesus. No, we're keeping this going. Two big names
No, we're
going
not.
here. Mayors going to the Crease Police. Newfie Chief, who they just acquired recently, going to the Iron Waltz. So both teams shaking it up. Crease Police getting a well-established guy in Mayors here. And Newfie Chief, I don't know too much about, but I know he went high in the
another
draft. I know
rookie.
his numbers have been great. So I think both teams got exactly what they were looking for.
Yeah. Mayors, man, just such an accomplished player in this league. He's a slippery dude, man. He's a sweaty dude. He's a quiet, sweaty dude. Aquino and Dunk are going to work wonders with him. He's going to fit right into their scheme immediately, seamlessly. Newfie Chief, I like seeing what he's going to do with Torch It. Yeah, so it's the Iron Waltz aren't done on this after this trade either, so it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of round out the team with the flurry of trades. But yeah, and Newfie Chief, one of those fun guys that you have to deal with the spreadsheet. He was one of those names we were trying to figure out the other day, like, who the hell's this guy?
17 different names for some people, and I was especially that's where all the ChatGPT stuff broke last week. Was that it would? I was assuming it could figure out names that are close to each other, but no, it is a stickler, as it should be. That was my fault in the end, but fuck.
Yeah, suck it, robots.
We saw it, B-Mac. We won't have time to get to it for this one because there's work involved, but that is a blockbuster. Absolutely. Through and I was laughing at this one. The Back Alley Brawlers and the Brick City Bruisers, Backblast Dan and Brick Built Buck Neeson, absolutely putting together one here. Why am I so raw? Going to the Brawlers, and they Dan gets some familiarity back here in Rose Petal Killer. I wouldn't unpack his bag if I could see the future, which I can, but I know Dan loves Rose, and getting him here to either play or either to work into something else. I know they got their guy, and Raw, great dude, great player, back alley, more than certain that they're happy with him.
I'm sorry, were you asking me a question?
No, I was
lost
just
you there
finishing
for a
off. And then we've got a goalies kind of moving things around. Master Collier, normally a skater, back in net right now. He goes to the Portage money shots with Army, going the other way. So Dan getting more familiarity in his good buddy Army. Master Collier getting a chance on the money shots. Two teams just making some moves.
He was Dan was almost applying to change his name to the VVHL OGs with him trading for Army and Rose in back-to-back moves. It was pretty funny to see getting the gang back together, and like you said, maybe don't unpack your bags, but
So you go, oh my goodness, everybody's coming in to talk about that trade. It's not approved yet. I'm not saying it's not going to get denied or anything like that, but we'll that's going to be an after stream thing.
Yeah.
And then a huge trade. The Brick City Bruisers keeping things moving on their side. They get Tropical NHL, like you talked about, Mike, there, that first round pick. But going back the other way is a guy that Dan spoke very highly of, continues to speak highly of, but I think he just needed a mix-up, or not a mix-up, a switch-up in those positions. Tropical going to the Brick City Bruisers, McJuicin going to the Mega Flowers. Mikey, you were there. How did this come to fruition?
Oh, man, this one was not easy at all. It was a tough decision. We feel like we found one line solidified. We're trying to find that second line and find guys that can gel with each other. If you gave me truth serum right now, I absolutely love Tropical to death. He's one of the best dudes. Like I said, I know he was on his way to the hospital to have the baby, so hopefully that all happened and everything went well for him. But I think the biggest thing for us is he's a little more quiet on like the face-off draws, and we just like to have a little bit more communications. And I know McJuicin talks a lot when he's on the face-offs, kind of directs traffic a little bit. He's always looking to play chem games. So we wanted to kind of bring that vibe in and see if we can inject some life into the other line that doesn't include Mob and myself, and see if he can anchor that line and kind of light a spark here.
Sad boys, when we were Hawks, you traded me after Aldmia yelling. Break your base.
That's right. Yes.
Next trade, and it is a big one because you talked about the Raptors losing Dex for the season, which is a huge blow for them. We're very excited to see what Frenchie's capable of. Honestly, I've heard some really good things about Frenchie, so I'm very excited to see him out there. But they make a big trade here, and they get back their big star player that they were missing after Dex moved. Biz is now going to the Raptors, who I would say is at the same level of a Dex. I think Dex is a more prolific scorer. Biz is capable of being that guy that's kind of holding the puck, moving around, kind of facilitating a little bit more. Very big trade here. Also, Kingham and Leroy Jenkins going to the Raptors. So all three of those guys finding themselves in a very good home. But it's a big price to pay because you got Whistling Cloud, Roger That, and G-Wits going the other way. Polar Titans finding a lot of familiarity. I talked to B-Mac about this trade a little bit, and he was saying, you know what, he got a bunch of guys that he's very familiar with. You'll be hard-pressed to find an owner with more success from an ownership perspective than B-Mac. So the guy knows what he's doing. Biz finds a spot on the Raptors. B-Mac gets his players there on the Polar Titans. Big trade, though. Big trade.
Yeah. Looking at this one on the surface, just, looking at the graphic for what it is, in my humble opinion, with no offense mentioned, no offense towards anyone at all, it looks like one superstar going with two good complementary pieces in exchange for just three solid guys across the board. So it looks like a superstar goes, you're getting some good defenders behind them. So you got a good line right there if you went with these three boys right here with either Coronado or Sad Boy and Net. Like, that's a killer line. Biz will carry that line for sure. And on the flip side, if you're looking at the Polar Titans, with these three, if these three are on a line, I would put Wits on the wing, Cloud at center, Roger on defense. Wherever you have in goalie, you're going to get, that's just a consistent line. It's nice because it's a consistent line for the Polar Titans. Anyone can do anything at any point out of those three. And you look at the flip side of it, Biz is going to carry that line, and I've heard nothing but good things about what Leroy's been doing on defense. And Kingham, I don't know a ton about, but again, I think that's a little more on the top-heavy side, and the other one's a little more just kind of evenly distributed throughout the three as far as that top-level talent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So one of the bigger trades that we've seen over this past week, both teams getting what they were looking for. Then you want to just keep talking blockbusters. The Angry Birds, the Brick City Bruisers, and the Money Shots came together and had themselves a day. And we've got Swoley Mammoth and Intrepid going to the Brick City Bruisers. We've got Joker, who I know Dan has spoke very highly of, the recently traded for Rose Petal Killer, and Flounder going to the Angry Birds, and Irish Zeta going to the Money Shots. So I believe it was Flounder for Irish Zeta in the end, and then Joker and Rose.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I muted myself again. Brick City making a ton of big moves, but also the Angry Birds kind of retooling, getting themselves another goalie. Flounders, I've heard some really good things about, and Joker is a very, very prolific scorer.
Yeah, so I just like this all around. Irish Zeta is a good player. I think when he plays with Jesse, he's a great player. And I think it's just because they're good friends. They've played together forever, so that's huge for the Money Shots. Like, Jesse doesn't need to make moves. He's making kind of those ancillary kind of. It's like when you have like an NBA team and they're just an absolute wagon, and then come the trade deadline, they're taking those complementary pieces that they know will absolutely fit and are what they need to make that big cup run. And I don't really see Jesse making too many moves. There's one that he's probably still trying to make, but we'll see if he can get that other shoe to drop. I don't know if it's going to happen, but you never know. And as far as the Angry Birds, yeah, nothing but good things about Flounder, man. He's another guy that's always out there trying to play chem games. Rosie's always playing. I know Jaybird and Infinite are on at all times, and yeah, man, like. That's good for the Angry Birds. And then Dan's out doing Dan things, man. Swoley Mammoth coming in, another proven guy. I know that Swoley has an in on a secret Discord voice chat for games every now and again. So there's already some natural chem there. Swoley's always playing. He's always playing with Dan. And Intrepid, man, another solid goalie that doesn't get the credit he deserves at all times. And I just love the moves that Dan made this week, man. Those Brick City Bruisers are going to be on the rise for sure over the next few weeks.
Yes, sir. And I've been desperately trying to find the Swoley Baby song, and I just can't find it.
Oh, thank you. That's what I was going to say. Just put up the graphic that Kino and Crow had for the first 20 minutes of this.
Yeah, that's right. What a way to
But
start.
Yeah. How do you not have the creator and author of the Swoley Baby song not have Swoley Mammoth on his team? I mean, what are we doing here?
Exactly.
What kind of league is this if that didn't happen?
Boom, 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 Swoley Baby.
Boom, 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 swallow, baby. It's so ridiculous.
Next, another 3-team trade. Dubs Eater and Crazy going to the Knights. Gritty going to the Soul Reapers. That is a huge pickup for the Soul Reapers. Getting Gritty there is nuts. And Bosa, our top 10 pick in net. First goalie off the board, Bosa, going to the Anbu Crusaders along with Thrasher fans. So a bunch of high-powered pieces all on the move here. Played with Dubs Eater on the Generals last season. Dude's a great goalie. Crazy, we know, is capable of scoring. You find him the right line to play on, and that guy will be on a couple of top 10 lists easy. We know what Gritty's capable of. If you've played Bosa, you know how great it is and how terrible it is that he's in the league now because of how good he is at that. And the Thrasher fan, a long-time standing member of the league, has seen it all, capable of playing anywhere. Fantastic job by all 3 teams. And also, Dan sent something my way. Please rise, remove your cap if you have it, for the national anthem of Swoley.
Swally baby, boom boom boom, swally baby.
Oh, it's funny, I can't hear it.
Swally baby, boom boom boom, swally baby.
Yes, sir, Mike. Unfortunately, you can't hear it, but the rest of our great listeners just had their ears tickled with a masterpiece.
That's hilarious. I got the stupid NHL game in my thing because I joined on Xbox. I couldn't hear it.
But what a trade here, Mike. I mean, this didn't. Given all the other trades, you would think that this would get lost in it. But my goodness, I mean, two of the league's best goalies for sure right now in Gritty and Bosa. Dubs Eater is making a name for himself still. He is more than capable of doing great things in net. But the immediate impact Bosa has had and the long-standing reputation that Gritty has built to see these guys moving is crazy.
Yeah, this is a pun intended, right?
Oh yeah, and crazy tonight. Not that crazy.
Fun story. We were playing with Crazy one night, and I did something like weird and like scored a goal. He's like, "Dude, that's crazy," and I was like, "No, you're crazy." And I was just very vroomed up, and boy, did I laugh for way longer than I should have. But anyways, after the week that the Knights had, I was actually surprised that they made a move like this because trading two players out is kind of a risky thing with the way they've been playing. They're third in the standings. I didn't feel they needed to make a move, but they did. So we'll have to see how the locker room responds to that next week. And one other funny story about DBC I meant to touch on that you had mentioned too. He DM'd me the next morning. So keep in mind we went 1-4-1 on the week, and that was the game with the timeout at the end. The next morning he messaged me. He's like, "Yeah, hey man, that's our top line. We haven't lost a game yet until after we played you." I was like, "Do you want to come to my house and just kick me in the groin, dude? Like, what am I supposed to say to that?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Dude, that's amazing. Congratulations." Yeah. I don't know. We're trying to piece it together here, but to go back to that, like that's a line that's been doing great, and here they are upending two guys. So we'll have to see how that team responds after those moves.
It'd be very interesting, that's for sure. We then have Kingham and Rattlehead going back to back. Kingham, great player. I don't know much about Rattlehead. Pardon my ignorance on that, but I trust one sad boy in Coronado that they've done their due diligence and are getting a player they want there. But again, the Crease Police sitting near the top of the standings. They made a lot of moves. They are just they're always looking for that advantage, and always, they're not content to stand pat, and I love that about them.
Yeah, they're not shy to make a move and constantly tinker and tweak with their lineup. I guess when you have two of the top 10 goalies in the league, you can kind of afford to play around up front because of the quality goaltending that you have. And Rattlehead, aka Varg, I thought he was one of their guys. He was like an untouchable as far as trading stuff goes, because we had a couple conversations and I don't believe his name really came up that much. And here they are moving him for Kingham. So they must know something that I don't, because I was saying when you ran out, I'm not super familiar with Kingham. I know he's a solid player. I that's a name that doesn't scream out to me. But yeah, Crease Police obviously know more than I do, so they don't make moves for the sake of making moves.
Yeah, I only played him once or twice, I think, but he was very, very good. Like, he's just one of those guys where there's certain guys you play against and you're like, I'm going to remember this guy because of the crazy moves that he was doing. With Kingham, I remember playing him and just being like, oh, this guy just does everything well. Like, you're not going to start being like, check this replay out. You're just going to be like, this guy did everything that he needed to do to put his team in the best position to win. So. Oh, excuse me. As I burp.
I'm not sleeping on anyone. I just said I didn't know much about him. Jesus.
VMC coming in hot. Kingham is trash him, according to Mikey Diesel.
Yeah, then I'm going to have to come up with a fake Twitter account like Kevin Durant and be like, oh, Mikey Diesel's really handsome, guys.
Yeah, that's right. I'm with Mikey on this one.
Yeah.
Another 3-person trade, and again, another big one. Gritty moving on from the Soul Reapers. They're getting Slawbaugh back, who is a very, very, very good goalie. Don't get me wrong. But you know I love me some Gritty. Revolution picking up Gritty in the end. They get Gritty and G-Wits, Big Daddy Doc going to the Polar Titans, Slawbaugh to the Soul Reapers, Gritty and G-Wits to the Revolution. So Big Daddy Doc for G-Wits and Slawbaw essentially for Gritty on this one. Revolution. Find that. You know what? I love any team that gets Gritty. 2 thumbs up in my book there. But Slawbaw is great.
Pull that graphic down.
This
That's
was
the trade
the
that got
one that
rejected.
was rejected. That's right. Oh shit.
Guys, everyone count to 3 and pretend you never saw anything.
Yeah, hey.
Ready? And 1.
Gosh darn
2.
it. Gosh darn it. I didn't know we had a
Hey,
graphic
so-
for that.
Back to an hour ago. So remember when Disaster got traded for Harky? That's something we should talk about and not bring anything else up.
Disaster and Harky going 1 for 1. I mean, you just we were so close to having such a perfect live wire after I fudged the last week's one up. You know what?
Oh no. Where's the Sean being Sean thing?
No, don't even do it. Let's just have ourselves a good Friday and then we're on to Cincinnati.
Was that another pun? Because it is Good Friday.
It is Good Friday. That is. Hey, you know what? My apologies for that
Big
last
puns
one.
over here. I love it.
As long as we all keep it a secret, everything will be fine.
Unless you want to subscribe, if we get 35 subscriptions 35 gifted subs right now, we will show that graphic again, and we'll just talk about why we didn't
That's
approve it.
right. If we get 25 subscriptions in the next 10 minutes, we'll leak the entire trade chat.
Just see, all of a sudden you see a ticker. It's like
Yeah, all the tickets loaded.
300.
Yeah. We already took screenshots, motherfuckers. I see you deleting your messages.
Oh, good lord, man! I can't wait to get into a draft lobby in the oregano.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, everybody. I think that is all our trades for this week. What an absolute awesome week 3 it was. Week 4 is looking to be that much better. Join us on Tuesday, where we are going to be bringing you more VVHL action. Week 4. Also, it should be going up tomorrow on Spotify. The week 3 after hours with Aquino, Minglewood, and Kraut. Definitely give that one a listen when you get yourself a chance. Mikey, what a great week it was. Let's sign off on this thing. Put a bow on her and go have some fun on a Friday, eh? How's that sound?
Yeah, just very quickly, man. Again, big thanks to KXK Shop. All the Season 10 stuff should be live in the shop as of now. Dan posted it earlier. There's a quick teaser for tomorrow. There's another huge mega trade that's supposedly approved and going to be announced tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. You got 7 days left to sign up for the squad spots for the raffle to help Squad out with his bills and everything while he's recovering from his cancer surgery and you know further procedures and stuff. Hall of Fame voting's out there. We're going to be unleashing next season stuff. And everyone have a great week. Happy Easter if you celebrate it. Happy Good Friday if you celebrate it. Thanks to everyone for being here. Y'all the best, and we'll see you in the Oregano for a draft lobby.
Yeah, and happy regular Friday if you don't. Because, hey, you know what? Friday is still worth celebrating.
And hey, happy Bad Friday to one sad boy. I'm sure he's having a sad Friday, so happy sad Friday. I don't know.
Yeah. Black Friday in April? What? Oh boy. Hey, we thank y'all for watching. We thank Doughboy for the 5 gifted, Showstopper for all the biddies there. We appreciate the heck out of all of you. And join us on Tuesday, VVHL Week 4. It's going to be great. We'll see you there. Take care. Have a safe weekend, everybody. We appreciate the hell out of all of you. Mikey, thank you for being here. Thank you, Infinite Madness, for the graphics as well. Thank you, Dan, for the trade graphics. We love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.